to the Unbothered Moms. We are shifting our perspectives and letting shit go. I'm Bridget.
I'm Kat.
And today, coming off of our last episode, we decided to spiral down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories.
Da-na-na-na.
Got me real jazzed when you brought it up. And I was like, let's do a whole episode or even a series because these things are never ending.
She's literally like, maybe we spiral into a conspiracy theory podcast.
Yeah, I was like, should we become a conspiracy theory podcast? I mean, I'm not against it.
But listen, there's probably so many out there.
Well,
have
there's
to compete with those. And you know
Yeah.
what? There's no competition with us. We are the Unbothered Moms.
Yeah. Even if there was, I'm not bothered about it.
No, me either.
Unbothered, actually. All right. So we were going to start with the beautiful world that we live in and the earth that we live on.
Yes.
So do you believe that the earth is flat?
No.
Or, okay, so you think it's round.
Round.
And why do you think it's round?
I just...
Because, like, fucking duh.
Well, yeah. I don't think there's any way it could just be flat. Like,
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to me. My brain doesn't make sense.
Right.
It has to be round. Or does it?
Right. So there's a flat earth society.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. It's a legit group. There's a lot of people. It's, started small, but now it spans the, at least, I think it's the entire globe of people that think that the earth is flat. The other thing going off the earth is that the moon, people think the moon is not real and that it's merely a projection.
No way.
I mean,
with all the studies and things they've done, the moon is motherfucking real.
Okay.
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 And the earth is not flat.
All right. I mean, I agree with you.
You heard it here.
I mean, I agree with you. But yeah, people think, which I didn't realize, people think the moon is not real and it's just a projection. But like,
okay.
Why?
That doesn't make sense though.
Right.
Like, it doesn't. Because if it's projected, anything that's projected, I feel like you can have instances where it gets messed up if something's in the way or if something happens, and it's always there. The moon is always there.
Yeah.
It doesn't just suddenly disappear.
Yeah, that's true.
The moon is there.
It could be a 24/7 projection. Just playing devil's advocate, I don't think that.
I
Just
know.
for the record.
I mean, that's why we're here. We're here to just go down the rabbit hole.
Just going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. So flat earth society, moon's a projection. I mean, I think both are bullshit, but live whatever truth you want to live. And then a big one is that the moon landing was staged in a NASA studio and never actually happened.
Guys, I kind of believe this one.
So tell me about that. Because when you said that, I said, what?
Okay. When did the moon landing happen? When did good old Neil land on the moon?
I don't know.
Let's check the date. I think the date needs to be necessary for what I'm about to say.
I feel like there was a lot of these conspiracy theories, majority of them, I want to say started in like -1 I'll bring up, but like the 50s or 60s.
Ready?
What?
Oh, and it was Buzz Aldrin. What a good guy, Buzz. Okay. So the Apollo lunar module Eagle
That is
landed
a name.
July 20th, 1969.
Okay.
On the moon. Okay. 1969. Guys, 1969. What year are we now? 2024.
Yeah.
Is that 54 years?
I don't math.
Right?
I don't know.
Okay. Whatever. But like 50
I think it's
years.
60 some years.
Okay. How
I don't
is
know.
it? Just how does this even begin to even make sense that it's been that long and they used technology back then to land on the moon, but we can't do it now with 50, 60 years of accelerated technology? How have we not? Okay. There's no way.
I feel like there's bigger fish to fry than
No.
landing on the moon. Like
No.
what was the point? Like I think it's more of like a bucket list item for like NASA of like, we did it.
No.
Why do we need to go to the moon?
Why do they need to do anything? They have all these satellites up there all the time,
Right.
checking shit out.
Right.
So it's like, okay, there's a reason maybe you did land on the moon.
Allegedly. According to Kat. Allegedly.
But it's just like, no, because these NASA people are crazy. They love doing crazy shit. They want to go back to the moon. There's a reason in which they haven't landed there yet.
Again.
No, I just don't think it happened, because if it happened once, listen, our NASA people and people in space love to do crazy shit. They're kind of adrenaline junkies. They're like all the Red Bull people. Literally, you know all the Red Bull guys who do crazy shit?
Yeah.
That's
You mean like X Games?
yeah, but also when they like jump off a
They're
building
like
and
X Games, but like nerd version.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So you get a bunch of them who are like, I'm ready for the moon. But no, it's not happening because there's shit that they can't figure out.
Because it was staged.
Because it was staged and they haven't done it yet.
So
guess what, Buzz? Guess what, Neil? Speak your truth, motherfuckers. Did it really happen?
But I don't think they would, because like they've gotten so much fame and stuff like that.
I know. For doing nothing. For being great actors.
For being great actors. So we put a poll up on our Instagram.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
Of, was the moon landing real?
Mm-hmm.
And I liked all of our polls because there was not really there's landslides, but like there was mixed reviews.
Yep.
So 82% of our viewers said yes and 18 said no. And you were one of the 18%.
I was. And it wasn't until like you really think about it, because at first I was like, yeah, moon landing, cool.
Duh.
But then why it's been so long? It's not like it happened 5 years ago.
Right.
It's been like 50 or 60 years.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't it have happened again? Our NASA people love to do the shit. They love to do crazy things. You know, and then you have Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and stuff creating these rockets that go up like nothing overnight. They're like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
So it's like, why have we not done the moon again? Because guess what? Someone like Jeff Bezos would be like, I'm on there. I'm a normal person who's going to go up to the moon because I can.
Because you can.
And you have billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So why is it not happening?
I just feel like we did it. Like, who cares?
I know. You know where I want to go?
Where?
Uranus. Pluto.
You don't. Oh. Wait, okay. So
I'm just saying.
This wasn't on my list of things, but apparently there's like this mystery planet.
Okay.
That these two researchers at Cal did a study on, and
at Cal.
Oh,
okay, got it.
Cal.
That's I'm like, what are we?
They're actually dairy farmers.
They're farmers.
But yeah, there's apparently like this like odd planet, like just beyond like right on these like edge, I guess, of our
others?
Yeah.
Okay,
but not remember Pluto. Remember Pluto, the guy.
Yeah.
I was so bummed when he became not a planet and he was just a star.
Just a star.
Sad.
I know.
But yeah, apparently there's another planet.
Okay. I believe in it.
Planet X, I think they're calling it. I feel like anytime nobody knows what to call anything, it's just X.
I'm like, what about Z?
Yeah.
Let's give it a
like
Z.
P. Just like a random middle alphabet letter. Why does that have to be X?
Planet N.
It's probably something math related.
Oh, definitely. X is in there.
Nerds.
Planet Pi. Give them the pi sign. It's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I kind of like that.
Pi.
I mean, pi is shaped like a circle.
Yes.
It is a circle.
But what if the planet isn't super circular? What if it's flat?
Like the Earth?
I can't.
All right, so enough about space. Let's move on to mythical creatures, which I'm personally a huge fan of.
Oh,
so we have a couple of them. We're going to start with Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and the Abominable Snowman. So these three mythical, or are they mythical, creatures have all been quote unquote spotted at some point in different parts of the world. So like the Abominable Snowman, I believe, is mostly seen in Asia.
So weird.
I don't know why. Bigfoot and then the Loch Ness Monster is in, I believe, Ireland, in Europe somewhere. And then Bigfoot apparently is everywhere. There's been sightings of him everywhere.
My God. First off.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Okay. Let me just get into this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't what?
I can't. Like, people who believe in Bigfoot kill me, and you're one of them.
I mean, I do think if any of them could be real, it's him.
No, Chris
or her. I don't know.
is believes there's a Bigfoot. He used to
Yeah.
watch it on TV, and I was like, "You better turn this off, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the TV."
Well, okay, so
Like, did you see that? They
Yeah.
showed a glimpse, and I'm like, "Oh, that fuzzy thing that looks like a blob, which is probably a
a
tree."
dust particle. I feel like it's possible. I'm just saying
Then
there's a possibility.
People who believe in Bigfoot
Yeah.
are like, I feel like extremists. It's always like, I believe in the Yeti. I believe in Bigfoot.
Oh,
I believe, yeah.
is a Yeti and an abominable snowman? I feel like they're kind of one and the
They're kind of
same.
same, yeah.
Right?
But in like Bigfoot, like, oh, what? He's just, there's multiple? There's just a bunch of different ones? Or is one just trekking along in his hairy suit? Like,
I mean, maybe. Have you seen the Goofy movie?
no.
They have Bigfoot in the Goofy movie.
I can't.
So
I don't
mean,
believe in that shit.
Disney's real, so
Loch Ness Monster for sure.
real. Okay, so why do you think the Loch
sea
Ness
is so vast and it goes so far down?
Okay,
and I feel like there's weird. Think of just how big whales are. You know what I mean? So if you just think of sea life, there's some really big freaking sea life,
and we
in
don't
there.
know majority of what's under the water in majority of the world.
So I feel like it's easier
it's
to
too deep
say
for us
there's
to
a
go down.
Loch Ness Monster because we haven't explored.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you're on land and you're Bigfoot, I feel like this is the funniest thing. If you're on land and you're Bigfoot, like we have helicopters, we have all these things to try to see, but like there's no vessel that is going down the depths of the sea.
But I also don't believe that there are search teams that are assigned to a Bigfoot case.
Have you seen the shows?
No, I know, but like they're people, like not like the CIA or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so to your point of like something in the ocean is going to be more relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people said that Bigfoot was more likely to be real. The Loch Ness Monster came in second, and then Abominable Snowman was last. So then I thought, okay, maybe people will think that sirens versus aliens would be more realistic.
I didn't even know what sirens were.
So sirens are basically like mermaids, but kind of like evil mermaids.
I had no idea. Why are they called sirens? That's weird. I think
I know.
But in reality, it's like sexy mermaid gonna kill you.
Yeah, like lures you in with the beauty, and then like has like crazy fangs and like.
I kind of love that.
Right.
I'm into it. I'm like, I don't think it exists, but I'm kind of into it.
Same,
like,
but then,
is there a siren man?
No.
Can you take me to the
Not
depths?
that I'm aware of. King Triton, maybe?
Looking like Fabio.
Yeah.
Taking me under.
It sounds like a book I just read. So people thought that aliens were 93% more likely to be real than sirens. But to your point, I think...
No one knew what they were.
Oh.
I don't think people really...
I literally put an image of mermaids. All right, viewers, we got to get our conspiracy theories up.
I wasn't sure. I was like...
Yeah. So sirens are, according to legend, they are mermaid fish-like / human-like creatures that used to lure sailors to their death and make them essentially like wreck their ships, like put them in like a hypnosis and like wreck their ships, and then they would die.
I love that.
I do too, but I also feel like rum,
yes,
whiskey,
bad seas,
like you're seeing things, friend.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like probably horny on this ship with all these men
and you're just like
dreaming, wishful thinking.
Wishful.
You know what I mean?
Wishful drinking.
Yeah, wishful drinking. Exactly. So like
makes sense.
That's what I think about sirens. But I like to pretend that they might be real.
Yeah, for sure. I love the idea that they could be real.
Yeah.
Do I think they are? No. But it would be really cool if we had a bunch of badass fishy women down in the sea.
Just fucking
like,
shit up.
I'm going to kill you.
Just like, oh, you thought you were going to catch fish today? Psych, motherfucker. It's me.
What? Maybe it was a siren who made that big boat crash into the Baltimore Bridge.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Could be.
Power failure.
Did they ever figure that out?
I think they just removed the boat from the bridge.
Damn.
And there were like people still on the boat.
Oh.
They were fine.
Oh, what?
They lived on whatever was on the boat, but they were like stuck somehow. I don't know.
Odd. Okay. So why the fuck were they stuck there for so long?
I don't know.
The same reason we can't land on the moon, maybe. Dun 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 dun. And then aliens. I know I've already talked about this at length, but UFOs in general just really get me going. So people argue.
Talk nerdy to me.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, what did you say? I have to find on my phone. Hold on. You talk while I find them.
Okay. So for aliens in particular, there's a lot of UFO conspiracy theories that people argue that various governments and politicians globally, in particular the US government, are suppressing evidence of aliens. And that they, use different technology, and that the Earth governments, so specifically Earth governments, which are there governments in other planets?
Oh.
Why would you say Earth governments?
Oh.
That communicate or cooperate with extraterrestrial visitors despite public disclaimers. And further, that some of these theories claim that the governments are explicitly allowing alien abductions for their own gain.
What gain?
The gain to test on, human testing is don't do it. But if they get abducted by aliens.
Yes. It's like, okay.
Well, they're not here anymore, so they don't really exist. So then you can test on humans.
Also, population control.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that? And also, okay, so crop circles didn't really come up in any of my research.
Crop circles are weird. I can't even talk about it. I can't get into that.
So
because I'm like, how the fuck did that happen?
Right.
Overnight. They say it happens overnight. I believe it's overnight.
Right.
How?
I guarantee you there's no farmers or even random kids, the precision at which the crop circles are created.
Insane.
And the designs and all of that. It's like
someone used a cricket machine.
Some woman named Teresa was actually in the field using a cricket machine to create the shape of the crop circle overnight.
And she got the extra large cricket. It only took her 1 hour. But it's insane.
I know.
The coolest.
Super cool. But who, what, when, where, why?
I want a tie-dye shirt with crop circle designs. They're really cool. So I think it's aliens being like, oh my God, the Van Gogh of the alien world.
Oh, wow.
They have artist aliens.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They probably do.
They're showing their skills. They're like, hey, look what I'm going to do. See that big field? Watch Mom. The new skill I learned.
Hey, Mom, watch this.
And you're like, shut up.
But this is actually cool. It's not
shut up. I've already seen this. Oh, that's actually pretty good, son. Maybe you can go to art school.
Literally.
Saying they're living just like us, maybe.
I know.
And the mom's like, I've seen it before. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Add it to your portfolio.
This one's in Kansas, though. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That is great.
The Bible Belt.
Too bad your dad's working. He can't see it.
Yeah. He's doing a lobotomy on an actual human in the back.
I'll be out in a minute, son.
Yeah. My God.
Oh, I found it on my phone. So you were saying how you'll be prepared to talk about conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm never this prepared unless it's day drinking.
Yeah.
And then I said, if you're ever on online dating, you can do your bio. Day drinking and conspiracy theories as your intro.
And I said the amount of weirdos that I'd get be like, yeah, let's talk about conspiracy theories. Like, no.
Who are like coming over with a big binder, and you're like, that's not what I meant. And
could you?
No, literally. There's people out there like that. Which, to each your own. Some of you.
Maybe we do that as a social experiment.
And I was like, well, you'll definitely meet someone with a bunker for when shit goes down.
Yeah. And so much ramen.
So much canned food too.
Yeah.
I'll take some pickled.
Endless amounts of beans.
Yeah, some pickled beets and pickles.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah. End of the world. That could be a whole thing.
Yeah. Let's not. Maybe one time.
One time. So this was a really random one that I want to throw in here before we kind of wrap it up with a couple other in the music industry. But one of the random ones was Queen Elizabeth I was a man. Right.
Okay, see.
So apparently she allegedly passed away when she was a child. And in order to prevent the end of the royal line, they replaced her with a young boy, which is why she remained chaste throughout her reign. Like she was a virgin. That's a theory. The reason she was a virgin is because she was actually a man. But they wanted to continue the royal line, so they just like plug and played somebody.
Wow. I wouldn't doubt it.
I know. Well,
What did she look like?
Well, I mean, we don't know because it was all paintings.
Oh, paintings. That's right. Because it's so long ago. They didn't have, iPhones.
Right. There's no Instagram posts of her, unfortunately. But she definitely had more
masculine features.
Yeah. Like her nose and her jawline were a little bit more defined than I would say most women in that time period. But again, it's a portrait, an oil painting.
I'd say, I'm not going to say yay or nay to that, but I'd say definitely a possibility.
Right.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
No, same.
But also I hope that he or she was getting dicked down. That stinks if they lived their whole life pretending to be someone and then didn't get to live.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Although they may have wanted to be a ruler. Who knows? But
I mean, it's probably a better. Like my thought is that they picked up some homeless kid off the street that kind of looked like the family.
I love that.
And like gave him a better life. That's like my fantasy of like what happened. I'm like, good for him.
You should write a story.
Yeah. Because like everybody guys wore wigs, women wore wigs. So like the cross dressing was very alive and well in the Victorian era.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so I thought that was like pretty cool interesting. One. And that King Charles is a vampire. You knew that, right?
No.
Allegedly.
Oh, I can't. Okay, that's going too far for me. Oh, now we're gonna touch into blood-sucking people.
There's so many like conspiracy theories with like the royal families and like just royalty in general.
Vampires.
That's a whole thing.
Well, maybe Olivia Rodrigo wrote her song about him.
Oh, great point, Kat. Let's expand. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't believe in vampires. I think it's awesome. I love like.
Do you believe in zombies?
No.
So not vampires.
Zombies, not vampires. None of that BS.
Oh, BS.
It's BS.
Okay.
I'm sorry. They would be out here
apologize
sucking our
to
blood
me.
and eating us. Where are they? Oh, on Pluto.
They might be.
I can't.
You don't know.
They're on planet X.
I mean.
Could be.
Or walking amongst us.
Watch me talking so much shit and I get beamed up tonight by a UFO.
Dude.
Who's like, subject number 455. You are being taken to get experimented.
We heard the shit you were talking on your podcast.
Now you human.
You belong to us now. And why do they talk like that? Why can't they just talk like regular people?
They're probably just like, hey,
they're like,
this girl down here is talking shit.
Let's beam her up tonight.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be more of a scare tactic. Like they'd beam you up, talk some shit to you, be like, don't you ever fucking doubt us again. Then beam you back down and you'd be wide awake in your bed.
You better straighten up.
Yeah.
Oh, like the show, the Cops show with the kids. They put you in and they try to scare you, scared straight.
Oh, scared.
So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be
not
like,
the aliens being the OG scared straight.
They're like, listen, you need to stop talking shit about us.
Yeah.
We're real. Okay. So now you're going to go tell everyone you're real and you believe in us and that we need to respect you.
Oh my God. I love that.
Okay.
I really like that.
Oh, P.S. I have a shirt on, guys. I came prepared with my...
Yeah, she never has a shirt on.
I have a fun shirt. It says you do you and it's half alien, half person.
Did you wear that on purpose?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. I just thought you picked it out of your closet this morning.
When you first walked in, I was like, look at my shirt. Oh my God.
Because I thought it was because I sent it to you. No, and then you bought it.
I was trying to be very like into
on
the
brand.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cute. Good job. Good on you. I'm proud of you. And I'm upset I didn't realize it until literally just now.
That's literally why I was like, look at my shirt.
Yeah. I was just like, cool.
It's all coming full circle.
God damn.
God, we stink.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm a huge fan of music, and there are a ton of conspiracy theories surrounding the music industry, whether it be rock, hip hop, pop, that have gone on for decades. Okay. And they all pretty much circle around, for the most part, around the Illuminati.
Please explain what Illuminati means.
Okay, so there's a couple different versions, we'll say. So the Illuminati or the Founding Fathers of the United States is another term, and there's also another group called New World Order. They all pretty much do the same thing. It's basically
Wait, NWO?
Yeah, New World Order.
Wasn't that like a wrestling thing?
I think so. I saw that and I was like, this sounds oddly familiar.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Which maybe
it's a
they could be a part of it. So it's basically rich people. They can be famous or not famous, but they have a lot of money, and they basically orchestrate things to keep them in control.
Okay.
At the very simplest form. So that could be anything from rigging certain races, games, orchestrating deaths, orchestrating certain people's successes, and they're basically just pulling strings behind the scenes to basically manipulate the world or life.
What did our viewers say?
Yeah, great question. So the question that I posed was the Illuminati. Is that a real thing? 65% said yes. 12% said no. And 23% said probably.
Oh, yeah. Because it's like kind of like,
It's like, okay, it could be, but is it?
I believe in it.
But this goes back like a long time.
I believe in it.
And why do you believe in it?
Because rich people are motherfuckers.
I feel like rich people do anything to stay
anything. And it's like, I've seen things about like Jay-Z and Beyonce are part of the Illuminati and stuff like that.
Because they are.
Yes. But I just feel like, I feel like it's definitely celebrity. Think of all the celebrities who've done stuff, even just Diddy, how long he got away with stuff for. Okay. Illuminati. And then he made one misstep and they're like, you got to go, buddy. Okay. Who else recently? Who was the guy who had like, he just hung himself in jail? All the sex crimes.
Epstein.
Definitely, you know?
Yeah. And like, the Epstein list.
Yes.
All those people, the Clintons, etc. Yep.
So I feel like all those people are part of the Illuminati. And it's freaky deaky.
Yeah.
But it's like anyone with money. If you have money, you have access to people. You have power. And you have the potential to fuck shit up.
So the idea is you have to like basically, we'll say sell your soul, but like sign over like your conscience essentially to join, because you have to do whatever it takes at all costs on behalf of the Illuminati.
Which is insane. Taking people out.
Insane. So there's a couple, the one that I like music, like I said, and hip hop. We had a R&B singer, Aaliyah. I'm sure you've heard of her.
Love her.
She's fabulous. So the idea was she had rejected Jay-Z from like a relationship standpoint, right? And then he went on to date Beyonce, but Aaliyah was like that girl. Like so good, so hot, so kind, apparently. And I guess allegedly they said that Jay-Z orchestrated her death so that Beyonce could be like the main top bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Because so here's some of the things. She was put on an airplane that she didn't necessarily want to go on. It was like a small cargo plane leaving an island. Allegedly, they had given her like pills, so she wasn't even conscious when she got on the plane. And then the plane crashed. Okay,
but did the pilot know it was going to crash?
I don't know.
See, that's the stuff that freaks me out.
But that's the thing. So say you, my thought process, you're in a country where there's not a lot of money. You have a family. So they're like, okay, listen, we'll take care of your family. You need to do this for us. And they maybe wire
so true.
$1 million, which is nothing for some of these people. And then in a country like, I don't know, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican, like that's a shit ton of money.
So much money.
So they're doing something that's like selfless.
Oh my God. I didn't know she was unconscious or like drugged up.
Yeah.
Makes me feel a little better for her. So she didn't know what was happening as much.
Yeah.
In some weird way. But okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
And if you think about all the random, like I forget, Buddy Holly, the old singer, he was with someone else on a plane and they died.
Right.
Probably set up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So there's like there's a lot of different things surrounding death
I
out
have a
there.
question for you.
What?
Do you think Taylor Swift is part of the Illuminati?
Mm.
If not, wouldn't they take her out? She's had a lot of problems with people.
I go back and forth because I'm like, I actually did think about that when I was doing all my research. I'm like, do I think she's part of the Illuminati? I don't know. I want to say no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like try to get her and she's just like, no. Like it's like almost like a power play for her to say like no.
And then she writes a song about it.
So then there's like huge pop culture references in a lot of songs. There's a lot of unsolved murders in the music industry. Yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of into that
it's
one.
wild to me.
Yeah.
Another, at least for me, I love Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
She posts all the time. She posts all the time on Instagram. I don't think it's her.
What do you mean? It looks like her.
No. There was a picture or video that surfaced recently where she was coming out of a hotel. I want to say in California. It's a known hotel where people basically like go to off themselves, or OD or whatever. And that looked like her. More like her than these crazy videos of her dancing in her foyer. I don't think it's her.
I think it's her. It looks like her, but I always want to be like, brush your hair.
It's like a strung out version of her.
It is.
But I think it's
strung out.
Well,
there's
is
no one
she?
else who looks like her on this world.
Except for her and then her body double.
She don't have a motherfucking body double.
That's the one who's twirling. That's what I think.
Oh, the twirling I can't. Okay.
I still wear my Free Britney shirts. I still don't think she's free.
She's not free.
I have multiple.
Okay. She's
So,
there.
yeah.
She's just not free.
I just wanted, that was really not a conspiracy theory. It's just something, a personal thing that I wanted to bring up. Because I'm like, that's not her.
Okay. It could be conspiracy theory. If you really think about everything, there could be a conspiracy theory
For everything
associated with it.
Yeah. Like, do you think we live in a simulation?
Would be kind of cool if we did.
Like the Matrix?
Like someone's just watching us being like
the Truman Show.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that sometimes. I'm like, wow, if I was on the Truman Show, they'd be thoroughly bored. You know?
No, they wouldn't.
Well, yeah, maybe. Just say it.
I can't.
So my feet have been going through it. They've been a little rough. And I was literally spent, it was Wednesday night.
She's using a grater on the bottom of her feet.
I was using an electric file, like a, almost like a sander.
Hey, appreciate you taking care.
I had to.
But they shouldn't look like that in the first place.
No.
What was going on?
I don't know. I think it was
Sweaty.
my shoes.
I think from sweating, also playing field hockey and stuff.
Yeah.
And the moisture.
And my old shoes. These shoes are, I'm surprised I don't have shin splints.
Yeah.
I run around in these dusty old Under Armour shoes.
Mm-hmm.
They still work though.
Yeah.
So
fine. My cleats are so, anytime I take my cleats off, my feet kill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope. I'm like, this could be the last year I play. I'm not buying new shoes.
Even though they're like literally $45.
Literally the cheapest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like I've had a sushi roll more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll take that giant sushi roll,
Yeah.
but I won't get some new cleats that will prevent my feet from hurting.
And like ultimately prevent like back pain,
Everything.
arthritis, like knee issues. like
check the box and everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna keep using these.
Yeah.
They squeeze my feet really
They're not
tight.
broken. They're not talking to me yet. Might
They're
as well.
fine.
Oh my God, I can't.
We're the worst.
Love it. So yeah, that's conspiracy theories in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
What are, like, how are you feeling? I get energized.
One
by
more.
this
Let's
shit.
do one more. This is one you mentioned to me on the phone the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Titanic. So is it saying that the Titanic didn't happen, or the way in which they said it happened didn't happen? Like it wasn't an iceberg?
They said it didn't happen at all.
Then why is it on the bottom of the fucking ocean?
Well, is it? Is that the Titanic?
Oh my God. This is so good. This is juicy.
That's the thing. Like, I'm sure, like, with these sirens, right? There's a million shipwrecks that are blamed on these fake mermaid fish people. But like, was the Titanic a thing? But then it's like, oh well, people lost family members and stuff like that. But
there
then
were so many people on there.
Yeah.
So did they just take them out?
I don't know.
See, that's the hard part with me with that, because if they're like, well, it just was never a thing. Well, there was like, I don't even know how many people, 1,000. There, I don't know.
Probably more than that.
There was a lot. There was a lot.
I don't
So
know.
like to make sure you get all those people into one area and then you just take them out, like it has to be a very good plan.
Yeah, or the idea was it just never happened.
At all. So none of these people died.
Right.
It's just someone made a movie.
Yeah, I guess. But then
It was a
Rose,
great
wasn't
movie.
Rose alive?
Well, yes.
She had accounts of it.
Yes.
Maybe she was Delulu.
Delulu, or she got paid by the Illuminati.
And by whoever directed the movie to really get
And
the
by
hype
the
out about
sirens.
it. And by the, yeah. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Oh my gosh. And then, you know, maybe she got beamed up by a UFO.
Yeah.
And was talking to aliens, and they're like, hey, Z, they did a little spell on her and said, this is what happened.
Yep.
And then she came down and she was like, oh, Jack drew me naked.
Yeah.
I have a necklace.
Like one of his French girls.
One of his, draw me like one of your French girls. I can't. Oh, I can't.
So, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel into it now.
I know. It's oddly energizing.
It is. I feel like fiery.
I
Like,
could
ooh,
tell.
Bang, bang. Like, I want to go.
Last night, Kat texted me. She goes, I'm so excited for our episode.
So I was so anti-conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
There's so many, and they can go on and on. But these are like,
That's the joy of it, though.
These are fun ones. Oh, there's one about JFK.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That Princess Diana. I'm telling
So
you,
many.
there's
Princess-
so many.
All right, we got to do another episode.
There's
because,
so
I love
many.
some Princess Di.
We could just do a death one.
A death one. Okay. All right, guys.
We have Tupac, obviously Tupac and JFK, because those two really just click together.
Really click together. Yes.
But yeah, there's so many.
Okay, we'll do a death conspiracy theory episode. We're gonna wait a little while though to let this one settle in.
Yeah. So fun.
We'll get like 2 views. People are like not into it. They're like, this is scary.
We're gonna get
It's
7.
your turn, right?
We're gonna get 7 because I'm gonna watch it at least 4 times.
Guys, we're gonna do our
Topic
Thunder.
Thunder. Recent mood changer.
All right. Do you have a recent mood changer?
Yeah.
Filing your feet?
I mean that, but researching these conspiracy theories.
It has, right?
Like work's been so rough and so busy recently. So like as soon as I wake up, before I even get out of bed, I'm hearing dings on my fucking work computer.
Stressful.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like that's been my alarm recently.
Mm.
Why I don't turn my sound off, I don't know. I should probably start doing that.
You like the pain.
I do. I like the pain and the chaos. But yeah, it was like a nice little shift into like this other world of not reality.
I love it.
But then understanding that this is some people's reality and like they really believe in this and this is like what drives their income in some instances.
Yes.
Like it's crazy. And I've loved it. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Got me a little jazzed up too.
Yeah. It's like it's odd. I don't know why it energizes me, but it's been breathing new life into me during a very otherwise chaotic time from the hours of 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to 6, 7, 8. So
sometimes a full 24 hours.
Yeah. Shout out to the conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists. We see you and I love you.
Yeah. And I feel okay with you.
Yeah. Do you want to do
I
our
love you. Unbothered baddie of the week?
baddie?
Guys, listen. The unbothered baddie. Okay, we're going to get into this. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong. You're unbothered baddie of the week because you didn't do shit and you got all the fame for it.
So adamant about it.
Okay. I'm like kind of half joking, kind of not. So if you really did, I apologize. But if you didn't,
because we know that you're going to see this
kudos
episode.
to you. So
I asked her, I'm like, who do you think it should be? She's like, oh yeah.
And I
These two.
said,
I'm like,
at first I said Lance Armstrong.
and I was
She's
like,
like, that's a cyclist. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the guy with one testicle.
I'm like, I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I'm like, I think he really does have one ball.
He does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, testicular cancer. Check
Yeah.
those balls, guys.
Yeah. Check your balls.
Check the balls. Thank you for tuning in to our conspiracy theory episode. We hope you enjoyed as much as we did, especially this one over here. Like, share, subscribe with your friends. Catch all the behind the scenes content on Instagram and YouTube at The Unbothered Moms. We will catch you later.